Hello and welcome back to Yokai Footy Shorts. My name is Megan Waters. This is Andy Krakouer and you're looking very fresh and rejuvenated after a week back on your Noongar Budja.
Yes, it was great to be able to get back home on Noongar Budja, be able to catch up with some family and friends, get a little bit of sun, see the ocean, had a great time.
Well, what a round of football we just had, round 9. It all kicked off on Thursday night at the MCG. The Blues with a point. The Blues getting up by a point, Hawthorn with back-to-back wins. So many upsets, some great wins. But what I want to talk about is how good this is, seeing Essendon sitting third on the ladder at this point.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of movement there, but Sydney going along very nicely. Obviously, Geelong just had the loss, but still in second spot. But the Bombers are playing some great footy at the moment, Megs.
Well, I want to take it to where it all ended on Sunday afternoon at Adelaide Oval. Adelaide versus the Brisbane Lions. What a frantic finish this was, and it ended with a draw.
Yeah, both sides really needed this win, Megsy, but unfortunately couldn't not get the Chockies on Mother's Day. It looked like the Lions were going to be able to have a last ditch at it, but unfortunately the siren beat them, and such a numb feeling once again, Megs, after the siren.
I know there's kind of a weird, sombre feeling that you experience at the end of the game when you don't get to sing the song. So I'm sure both teams will be a little bit disappointed with that. But a team who is not disappointed right now, that is Essendon. They played the GWS on Saturday night and it was a game for the ages. They were down by 22 points in the second term, but something happened after half-time and they came back and just dominated.
Well, Megs, that just shows the maturity and growth of this group to be able to understand that, to be able to stick to the cause and get their game plan back on track and to be able to play some really good footy. I love this goal by Alwyn Davey. He was very good and lively up forward, but so was Cole Langford. He kicked the 4 goals throughout the midfield. Martin, Redmond, McGrath were absolutely outstanding, but the guys were absolutely ecstatic with this win, and so were the crowd, and no doubt you were too, sis.
Yeah, it is good to see. If they keep playing like this, it is going to be a very exciting September for Essendon fans. But from one great win to another, the Port Adelaide Football Club, they got up over the Cats at the Cattery, which I think nobody was really expecting.
Well, they haven't done it since 2007, Meg, so to be able to get the win down there, you want to be able to start well when you play away, and to be able to kick 8 first quarter goals. This man we saw kick the first 2 goals there. Willie Rioli was on absolute fire. And here we see almost strolling in to be able to kick his 5th, takes a bounce, sells a little bit of candy, but Megsy, the siren goes. Kenny Hinkley is absolutely wrapped with the winner. Sava Radicalia against his old mob, but great win by Port Adelaide.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon if he didn't sell that candy, that might have gone through as a 5th goal. But it is time to get into this week's Yokai moment because it is a very special one. Lloyd Johnston in his 2nd game for the Gold Coast Suns, kicking his 1st career goal in front of a hometown crowd on Larrakia country up in Darwin, things we love to see. And then, of course, here, Tyrell Dewar, kicking his 1st goal for the West Coast Eagles, and I know this one was a bit of a special one for you, brother.
Yeah, it was, sis, and to be able to see my good mate there, brother Stiffy Dewar Hondo, and sister girl Lisa Cooper see their boy Tyrell play his 1st game and kick his 1st goal. They were very excited, and all the mob back home were rapt to see that as well.
Well, the first of many, no doubt. This weekend marks a very exciting one on the football calendar for us as mob. It is the first weekend of Sir Doug Nicholls rounds, which I just look forward to on the football calendar every single year. I count down. I think I actually appreciate it more than I do the grand final because of what it means for us as mob, getting to see our culture and our artwork and, you know, hearing our stories be told through these rounds.
Yeah, you're spot on, sis, and you'd be able to see the connection with the storytelling through the jumpers, and to be able to have that connection to culture and community, and then as you spoke about, to be able to have it on a national stage as well is beautiful to see. And Uncle Sonny Maury is our Sir Doug Nicholls round honoree this year, which is great to be able to see the people and First Nations people that have had an impact get their time in the sun and to be able to learn a little bit more, and very grateful to see that he's this year's honoree.
Well said, brother. Now, there has been a fair bit of talk in the media over the last week about a 20th licence, which I'm absolutely loving this conversation. What are you making of it all?
Yes, I think I agree. I think to be able to be a national game, it needs to be up in the NT. It's a beautiful backdrop. It's a great place to be able to play footy. I know there's a little bit talk about talent pool and also the conditions as well, that they're a little bit greasy, and the Suns obviously were a lot more acclimatised to the Roos on the weekend, but I think it's a no-brainer, Megs. I think I've loved playing footy up there, and you just see how the locals in the community and everyone loves their football, and it's a perfect example to be able to see Tassie, what they were able to do within 3 or 4 days, 100,000 so members. So I think if you build it, they will come, and it's time to be able to get NT into the AFL, Megs.
Oh, I love it, and I could not agree more. Now, before we wrap up, we do want to quickly mention our vodcast series called Talking It Up. Our next episode drops this week with Courtney Ugle, so make sure you check it out wherever you listen to your podcasts or on the AFL app, because it is a very important conversation. That is it for us for another week on Yokai Footy Shorts. We will be back next week to unpack all of round 10, so we'll see you then.